Hey everybody, welcome back to Furniture Treasure Hunting with Sponge. We are still in Redding, California, on our way home back to Washington on a road trip and having a lot of fun bouncing around this little old town, the old town of Redding, looking at some thrift stores. Went to the Goodwill. Didn't have much luck there, but now I locked down a Salvation Army, and so let's go in and take a look around, see what we can find. See people bringing in stuff to donate already. Let's go take a look. This looks from the outside like a big building. And if you can see it, we're kind of in the old town down here next to the railroad tracks. You never know what you're going to find when you look around. Gonna keep the camera low like usual. Oh, right out of the gate, I already see a lot better furniture than we found at the Goodwill over there. So there's a dresser, 2 nightstands. Kind of a cheaper set, but vintagey. $200 for the whole set. TV armoire for sure. Some of those I have been able to get and rebuild. Now this one here is actually a nice piece. One of these days I might do a tech on it, but what I like to do with these, obviously the top of these are the TV stand with the roll back doors. And what I like to do on these actually is I remove the top plate up here, the entire top piece with the trim, and then I actually cut the whole top part off, and then I move that top plate down, and you can actually make a really nice TV stand or a piece of furniture that can be used with today's style. And even though the demand for these isn't there anymore, they're actually really great pieces of furniture. Now, this one has a little bit. This one's got this huge door here, so that would be a little bit of a. Let's see if I can get back. You can see the door goes all the way top to bottom. So if you were going to trim that down, you would have to do a little bit more woodworking. Look at this piece. This is a nice dresser here. Looks to be solid maple. Dovetailed construction, missing a handle. Here's your manufacturer's cal shops. Behind these doors should be some storage, a couple more drawers. This is a nice piece. This is something that you could take and use as is in a home today. And of course, if you're looking to make a project out of it, it's got some great lines for that. Let's see. A couple china hutches, here's another one. As long as the top is finished, you can reuse those. Again, I bet you these doors fold back. So a lot of people look at these and they can't envision any use for it anymore. It has this top piece for the old VCR or DVD player, and then your TV, but nowadays the TVs are too big and they're flat, so then people just want them hanging on the wall. So now here's a nice vintage china cabinet. Again, missing a handle on the bottom there. Garrison Furniture Company. Not sure that I've ever seen that. I don't know if this one. Okay, so that one's connected. So if you were gonna not use it as is and just reuse the bottom, it's really a cool piece of furniture. Again, look at that beautiful carvings in there, or router work, if you will. None of those really had prices on it. End table for $20. Oh, wow. We didn't even get in the front door. We were looking at furniture already. Look at that old vintage couch right there. You know what's funny is that actually... They got the stereo playing here, guys. Might be a little loud. I'm going to go look at this couch. You know what's funny is this couch has... Even though it's kind of a wingback style, it actually has a little bit of a mid-century modern flair in that wood trim. And then the pleated skirt looks like it's missing its feet. Kind of a neat piece of history, but I think that would be one to take and clean up and use as is. Got the leather. Was behind us here. 80s leather. It's definitely got some wear. I don't know what the price on that couch is. Let's take a look. I am not even seeing a tag on it. Yeah, I don't see a tag on it. Nice oak and glass table. 80s, 90s. Definitely a lot of furniture here, but I'm not seeing anything that's... There's a nice little set of bedside tables or nightstands. $40 each. They actually have some good lines on them. The wood's a little worn, but yeah, a little pricey, but at the same time, you know, if somebody was looking for a fairly easy restoration or something to modify, you know, honestly, if you took off the legs and extended with some mid-century modern peg leg style, that might actually change the look of those. We do actually have a mid-century modern desk here. Definitely late mid-century modern. I like the handles. Really cool. It's got a lot of veneer issues, but kind of a cool desk. Again, no price on it. You have your octagonal, or depending on how many sides, end tables. Sometimes those are pretty cool. We do have a mid-century modern looking sewing table here. I don't see a price on it. Again, no price. It's funny, all this stuff. Oh, we've got a 1940s deco waterfall desk or vanity missing the mirror. This does have the cool deco handles with the bake light. If you didn't know, that's typically what people are looking for, is this bake light finish or accent on it. Really a cool piece. Now this one would need to have the veneers, the veneer on the top replaced.
A new one.
But only $30. That's actually kind of the best piece we've seen here. And the price is pretty reasonable, even for somebody who's going to want to do a little project with it. Well, let's take a look over here. We got some dining tables. Definitely not anything I'd be interested in. I just don't have the room for it these days, but I always like to take a look around. You never know what you're going to find. Nothing in the dining table. It's kind of a cool, I shouldn't say nothing. It's kind of a drop side. Would have had a leaf, but it looks like the leaf's missing. Yeah. No leaf with it. That one's just bare. I mean, if that ever had any finish on it, it's been long gone. Would be a nice project if somebody wanted to make something out of it. $50. Bunch of chairs, no interest. Cool wood bed. Looks to be about a full. And then here's actually a nice little piece. This is kind of late deco, solid wood. It's kind of got some damage here on the edge, but other than that, it's mostly there. It's got some, the rails are a little rough on it, but they're there. Again, no price. It's interesting. I almost feel like somebody forgot to price these things. Let's just take a quick little glance around just to see if we missed anything. There seems to be a little bit more random stuff over here. This is interesting. I think it's a sewing table that somebody cut off the legs. Let's take a look. Yep, I called that. Too bad, that was actually a really pretty little piece. Now I don't get it. Why would you do that? Maybe if you wanted to set it on top of something else, have kind of a tabletop. That's the only thing I can figure. One little drawer. $15. Definitely interesting. Or maybe it's just for really short people. I don't know. Well, that's about all I'm seeing here, guys. Lots of stuff. Priced somewhat okay. I mean, it's definitely not, they're not giving it away, but at the same time, some nice choices. Well, we will move on and see what else we can find. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you had a good time going around with me. And we'll see you in the next video.